Right, everybody, welcome to the Legit Crypto Lounge, the place to be to discover all the latest and upcoming legit projects. We really appreciate you joining us for today's AMA, and we hope to bring you some valuable insights. Today, we're excited to be joined by one of our community members, David, who, together with his team, are going to be taking us through a project that he's been working on for a while now called BlockStar. In terms of the program, we'll meet the team behind the token. We'll run through the token, or in this case, the tokens. Then we'll have a chat about tokenomics, run through the private pre-sale and launch details. And then today we're going to open it up to a feedback session and Q&A to give David some feedback on his project. So David, if you wouldn't mind telling us a bit about yourself first, your background, crypto experience, what you can bring from the real world, that'd be great.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Most of the guys in here. Oh, is that your feedback from your side, Mark?
Oh, can you hear something?
Yeah, when I talk, I'm getting your feedback. I think it's clear now. Yeah, most of you guys in here know me and everything, and for the ones that don't, my name is David Hunter. I'm the founder and creator of the BlockStar social media platform. As far as my background, I spent 6 years in the Navy. I was an ET. I was in the advanced electronic computer field, one of 6 ever in the Navy. I went back and was actually one of the trainers and actually taught at the Navy school there in Great Lakes, Illinois. From there, whenever I was in the Navy, I also got my degree in business. And when I got out of there, the Navy, I went on to work for a company called Extreme Chemical Company, and I would actually go into businesses, and we would either buy them out and sell them, or we would turn around and take them, restructure them, and then either, again, keep them or sell them. Most of the time, we would just get rid of management and then start over. So I know how to build a business and to build a platform. One of my biggest assets and everything is now I have a consulting business that I've had for almost 15 years now that I built from the ground up, where I actually consult other businesses on how to run their business. And I've done that very successfully, and one of the largest in the U.S. So I bring a unique perspective, being in the advanced electronic computer field and the business field. This is right up my alley. Now, I will be my greatest weakness. I know a lot of people won't say their greatest weakness, but mine is the marketing side. Not that I don't know what needs to be done. My problem is having the right people to do that, and that's something that we're working on right now, is getting those people in those places, and our team is ever expanding. So that gives you a little bit of background on me. I don't want to bore you guys with all the details and everything, but I'm very versed in Solidity, all the different programming languages, PHP, Drupal, HTML. I mean, you guys can look at the site and see all the different, for those that do know coding and all that stuff, can actually see all those things in place on the project. And this is not the first project that I did. I've been an advisor on several big projects. Some of the name ones you guys might know is Ethereum push notifications, which is push us on the Ethereum network, and then also Charged Particles is one of the larger projects. So I've been part of some really large projects, met a lot of great people. I've been in this space for over 11 years as an investor and a project creator and an advisor. So I hope that gives you guys a little bit of background on me as far as being in this space.
Sounds good, David. Obviously bring a lot of experience with you over the years and stuff, so that's great to hear. And did you say you've got your team with you as well? Are they going to introduce themselves or jump in as and when?
Yeah, I think they're going to jump in after we get... still getting feedback, Mark. I think they're going to jump in at the end and everything, and tell what they do and everything for the project, what they love about the project, their experience with working for BlockStar. So I've left it open at the end, because I know some of them are kind of touch and go doing different stuff, but they're all in here listening and everything. So I told them at the end we would probably do that when I got done speaking, if that's okay.
Yeah, perfect. No problem at all. That's great then. Okay, do you want to take this opportunity to take us through your token then? Would you like to start screen sharing so you can take us through the website?
Yeah, I'll start the screen share in just a second, just to give everybody a quick rundown of the token. There's 100 million total supply. The tax on that is going to be a simple 3%. It's no crazy development tax and all that. The platform's already paid for, so it's 1% directly to liquidity. There's going to be 1% direct reflections back to holders in the token, and there is going to be 1% that goes straight into marketing. And I'll explain where the marketing comes in, because it's not going to traditional marketing. We have a separate marketing budget. That marketing is going to go back into the point system on the platform. And then with that, I'll go through and let's see if I can get this to pull up on screen sharing here. All right, let's see.
Let me know, Dave, when you're ready, and here we go. I'll just stop screen sharing.
Yep, I'm ready. Can you guys see it?
Yep, I can.
All right, let me see how I can minimize this. I'm still getting a lot of feedback on your side, Mark. Every time I talk, I see you light up.
Sorry about that. I'm going to keep muting myself every time you talk so it doesn't interfere.
That's okay, buddy. You guys can see my screen and everything okay?
Yep.
All good.
Perfect. So a lot of you guys are going to notice and everything when you do log into the site, depending on if you're on mobile or if you're on website, you're going to see either white or you're going to see this dark background. I'm in the process of we're redoing the design and everything to give it a more modern feel. That has probably been the biggest feedback that I've gotten from a lot of people. They want to see it more of a modern design and everything, and maybe more condensed and more user-friendly. But I'm going to go through what we have now, and then I'll give you guys some general idea of what we're going to be doing to design to make it even better. When you initially come onto the platform, you guys can see up here, we have what we call an app bar that basically gives you all of your options, all the way from all the different people. And I'll just kind of click through these real quickly and just kind of show you guys. As you can see, we have a ton of active members here, and our database is growing every single day. I mean, it's unreal the amount of people that we're seeing onboarding on a day-to-day basis. Let's see here. And then, so anytime you want to see who's new, who's active, who's online, you can do all that from this function. As you can see in the organizations. And this is for you guys too. You can have a personal profile and an organization. So for any of you guys that have businesses or you have your own clubs or groups, this is a great way to come in and make that public for everybody where they can interact with you. I'll just click on BlockStar here to kind of give you guys a general overview of what that looks like. So this is the main page for BlockStar. As you can see, we have all of our information here. You'll be able to see the administrators. This is kind of our light paper here, which is being updated, all the videos and stuff that we posted, products, the glossary for any terms that maybe you're not so sure about. You can come on here, click on all that stuff, and get all the information. You can see out all of our members, information about the project itself. As you can see, we're onboarding people every single day. Let's get back to the home here. So feel free to check out those things, the organization, everything, and sign up if you don't have one, because like I said, that's a great way to get your business out to other people as the platform continues to grow. Our marketplace, so we do have quite a few things that are already listed, and people are listing every day. Let's see, we've got some new stuff here from Fine Cut Lasers. So anytime that anybody has any products for sale, maybe you sell digital stuff, maybe you sell handmade goods, you can post those things on here. And the cool thing about our platform is the BST token is the token that is the native token for the entire platform. So anytime that you buy anything on the platform, you will need the BST token to do that, which in return means that every single user that uses the platform becomes a holder, which also increases the bottom floor of the amount of people that hold the token. So if we can imagine a year from now with 1 million people on the site, how many projects out there in the crypto space have 1 million users that are on chain? I would venture to say not very many. So as the project grows and the user base grows, that's why it's the most important thing to us right now is growing the user base, because with all the users, whether they're in crypto now or not, will be at a point forced to use the BlockStar token, which is a cryptocurrency, like I said, which is the native currency for our platform. We also have Block TV, so if you guys are into like watching Netflix and Tubi and all this stuff. This is an ever-growing from our users, actually, that are building out this ecosystem of all the different videos and all that stuff. And then, like I said, with Block TV, we are in works with another company and everything similar to Tubi, if you guys are familiar with them, to actually import and stream all of their material right through our platform. So that's what this Block TV button here is for. So like I said, there's several things to this platform. We're not just where you come on and post in your feed and everything. And we already have over a year's worth of development already ready to roll out. We didn't want to roll it all out at once because we definitely didn't want to overwhelm anybody. And I've said this many times to a lot of people. I know anytime that you guys started using Facebook from the first time, whenever you migrated from MySpace, everything has a little bit of a learning curve, and we hope with the new design and everything, it's going to make it sleek and really easy to use and very user-friendly. For all you guys that use like satellite radio, or you just want to kick back and you don't want to go search on Spotify and Pandora, you're already on our platform doing all your other stuff, and you just want to listen to radio, just come right onto the Block Radio, and you can pretty much, as you can see, there's over 8,000 channels to choose from. I'm personally a country fan, and I like rock and hip hop. I'm a fan of pretty much all music. I'm guessing this is probably going to play right back through the speaker here. But you can see how fast that loads, and that's with no ads, right? So I'll go into the ad part of it pretty quickly here once I get through the rest of these, to show you guys how you can actually make money from the platform just by doing what you already do now in social media. So the other thing that I'm not going to touch on too much, polls, if you want to post a poll, one of the first ones I did on the platform, will probably make an NFT just for Torger since he likes NFTs now, was the breakfast showdown. What's your favorite? You can only choose one: waffles, French toast, pancakes, and as you can see, so this is a great way to get feedback too from a lot of like your friends and family. If you're becoming a content creator and you want to put out polls for information, we will most likely be doing that after this AMA to get feedback on the designs once I have them posted as well. The glossary is pretty self-explanatory. The files, events, any type of event. This can be music events. Maybe you got a local event going on in your town. It's all done off a geographic location. So if you only wanted to set it to people that lived in the same town as you, you are able to do that. Or if you wanted it for the whole world to see, you can do that as well. Forums are pretty straightforward. It's just a discussion board. Currently, we're discussing all the beta stuff for BlockStar and the new app coming out. And sorry if I sound like I'm losing my voice, guys. I've been pretty sick and miserable the last couple of days, but I definitely didn't want to miss out spending time with you guys and going through the project. Courses is one of the things that I'm probably the most proud of on the platform, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of people that get into crypto and everything, and that's really where our focus is right now, is the crypto community, because we want to be a big part of the growing space of crypto. But we want to do courses like blockchain money, how to DeFi, and actually teach new people that are just getting introduced to crypto and everything, and give them a space where they can come, learn at the free time. And a lot of this information is not out there for the open and everything. You got to try to find a YouTube video, and then you got to figure out, well, is this the right information? So we took a lot of the best creators out there, and I personally vetted all of this information and all these courses, and I went through every one of them personally and only put the best stuff on here. Now, there will be other creators that are allowed to make their own content, do their own courses, and they can monetize those. But anything that BlockStar puts out as a site will always be free for every single member on the platform forever. Same thing with albums. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can upload albums. You can share them with the world, or you can set them to private so only your friends can see them, or you personally. One of the other things that we're excited to see, for you guys that are familiar with Fiverr, you get a ton of people on there that say they can do a million things and it never comes true, and then you're out the money. Well, we built a better version of that in the Hire Me function. You can post your gig out there for everybody to see, and then they would actually be paying you with a BST token. So any of you guys that are tech guys or developers or even marketing guys, if you want to put your gigs here, people can come on and rate you, and then you can become KYC'd and audited even as a person to hire, and obviously only the best are going to stand out, and people will be able to see those reviews in real time. And again, that is paid for all with the BST token, and then you'll be able to take that back to USD or cash on our platform or from another wallet. One of the other things is the Chit Chat. We feel like it's a better version of TikTok. You can do all the same things. You can upload videos. You can do live stream videos. People are able to tip you with the point system, and then you can exchange those tokens as well for the BST. So I'll go over a little bit more of that here shortly. The games is another big thing. I know people love to do games. One of the things that made Facebook what it is today is when they introduced games, people were spending more time on the platform. And we have currently, I want to say there's over 1,800 games on here that you guys can play. And some of those will allow you to earn the BST token as well once that goes live. So currently, yeah, there's probably somewhere around, with the update, probably around 1,500 or so. And then I know you guys are kind of getting more of an explanation on a lot of this stuff you guys probably have already looked at and everything, but I feel it's important just to kind of give you guys a general overview. Spaces, memes, you guys are all familiar with that. Here's the most exciting thing for me, and I think that most of you guys that are in the crypto enthusiast space are going to love, is the My Crypto tab. Obviously, we got the crypto news, and that's coming soon. We're going to do direct feeds from like Bitcoin Talk, Medium, all directly into the site, so you don't have to go to another site to get all of your news. And then plus our users are going to be creating their own content, and we will pick our favorites of those and bring them right into the RSS feed for the My Crypto news. Same thing with My Portfolio. Most of you guys are familiar with using, CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. Well, we want to give you an opportunity to keep all of your stuff in one space. If you're already on the site, being social and posting and talking with friends and keeping up with all your groups and everything, you might as well be able to see all your entire crypto portfolio all in one place, because essentially we are going to be our own blockchain and exchange where you will be able to see all of these things and trade all your favorite cryptos as well. Same thing with the My Crypto wallet. And just to give you guys a little bit of a teaser on this, the app, currently right now the platform itself is optimized for desktop. The app is coming out within the first 30 days. We've already moved past alpha phase. We are in beta phase. And as soon as that app goes live in the app stores, which will be in the beginning of March, then the My Cryptocurrency wallet is already attached to it, and it will go live, and you will be able to use that on-chain and off-chain. So you'll be able to use it within the platform, which is different compared to like Coinbase and Binance and all those, where you actually have to send to a different wallet. You will have the same wallet, and it is multi-chain. So whether you're trading on ETH Network, Matic, or if you want to trade on BSC, you will be able to do all that from your wallet within inside of our platform, which is pretty exciting and a new thing to the space. So I think we're years ahead on that compared to a lot of projects that are just getting started.
Can I just jump in on that one?
Yeah.
So with a wallet and stuff, is anybody doing that at the moment? Are the wallets out there that are cross-chain?
They're out there, but they're having to bridge. So I'll give you an example as far as like MetaMask. Right now, you would have to switch between Binance and ETH Network and all that stuff, and essentially you're having to use a third party for the bridge, right? Well, we are the third party. We are the bridge for the wallet, and it is our custom wallet. So all you have to do is select which chain you want to go to, and then you'll be able to send those to those, because we will have a wrapped version of some of the most popular currencies like ETH, BNB, and all that. We will wrap them in the BST token, or in a version of BST, to be able to trade those cross-chain. And all you would do is pay the gas fees for the bridge. And that is one of the other revenue streams for the platform. Does that answer, or do you have a follow-up?
Trying to jump in and so that I'm not echoing on you when you're talking. But yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, that's something new that we wanted to bring to the space and everything, because I think it's a pain. Me personally, from the U.S., I can't really use a Binance bridge without having to use a VPN and everything. So we wanted to create a simple, decentralized way for you guys to do that. And this is the best place for that. So not only will you be able to keep up with your portfolio here, but you'll be able to use your wallet as well. And I'm going to just jump around real quick, guys, just to show you guys one thing, because this ties into that. So we will be the decentralized processor as well, right? So I'm just going to click on a random profile. King Thanos, I think you're in the chat. We're going to use your profile, buddy. So hopefully you ain't got nothing on there nobody can see. Let's see. All right, as you guys can see, there's a QR code here, right? So every profile is going to have a QR code. If it is your personal one, then it is going to allow you to download this and share it, and then you'll be able to send payments to somebody using that QR code. So if I wanted to send King Thanos, if I wanted to be able to send him a payment of, say, 25 BST, then I would just click on this thing and send it to him, just like you guys are familiar with doing with other wallets as well. But these are tied directly to your profiles. And your profiles, I know how much Torger loves those NFTs. Your profile essentially is an NFT. It is a smart contract, because everything that you do in the blockchain and on this platform, you will be able to, it is all done through cryptography. So it's not like somebody can come in and steal your information, which has been a big part of Facebook and all the other places where you're always having to go in and change your stuff because of that. So there's, not only is there two-factor authentication, okay, but you would have to enableize whenever you log in Web3 to your profile as well. Now, not everybody is going to have that, but that is going to be one option for those that are in crypto. But for the mainstream users that are not using crypto, they obviously won't have that Web3 connection, right, to make their profile an NFT. But they will still be able to have all the same settings, what they want people to be able to view, what they don't want them to be able to view as well. But for the content and to monetize it, you will have to be able to connect Web3. I'll jump over to places real quick, and then we'll go directly through a profile and everything. We'll go through mine. So different places all over the world and everything. This is a constantly ever-growing list of different places. A lot of these places are in the U.S. just because that's what I'm familiar with. But the best part about our platform is the users are what make the platform, right? So the more content that is put out there, the more stuff that is shared, the bigger this platform becomes and the more it's usable. But you can see, if you wanted to sit there and mark that I'm going there or I'm not going, I'm interested in going there, all these things can be saved to your profile, and you can comment on these things so that other people can see them as well. And at the end of the year, if you want to see everywhere that you've ever been, or hey, 10 years from now, you want to say, okay, I've been here, here, and here. Wait, where did we go there? And as you can see here, it says here now, going here, and been here. And it actually will show you how many times. And it gives you kind of a map of everywhere you've been in the world. I wish I would have had this 20 years ago before I did all my traveling. It would have showed everywhere I had been up to this point. So I think it's an innovative way to share that socially with people and to keep track of stuff like that. And also, when you're in a place like that, maybe you're in, let's say I'm in Dallas, Texas, I want to know what the best restaurants are in that area. Well, based off of users' feedbacks and users uploading images and data about that particular place, I can see all the stuff within my area broken all the way down to that regional zip code. Let's see here. Blogs are pretty self-explanatory. BlockStar does have a blog on here, and I know there are many others that have been asking about this, and they will start doing a lot of blogging, not only on the sites they're using now, but they will continuously put that on here, which also helps BlockStar for SEO as well, because it's creating a lot of backlinks. The groups tab, and I hope I'm not going too fast for anybody. Everybody thinks I'm from New York, but originally from Texas, even though I've been up by Minnesota for almost 12 years now. I know when I get talking, sometimes I can talk pretty quick. So if anybody's having trouble keeping up, just tell me to slow down. So groups is pretty exciting too, because it gives each space. I know you guys seen the Legit Crypto Lounge on there. We're just setting that up and everything for Mark and Topster and those guys. But as you can see, you'll be able to come on here, create your group and everything. And this is really for the crypto groups out there. I know a lot of people are so used to using Telegram and all that stuff, and it just gets so overwhelming. You're getting spammed and added to all these groups you don't want to be part of. Well, this is a great way to stop that. Now you can be invited by only your friends, or you can select to be invited by public. It's got its own official chat right here. Same thing, you have capability of doing different GIFs and memes and emojis and all that stuff that you guys love. You'll be able to see all the administrators all in one place over here. And then all the members as well. If you want to message them, you can add them. But I think this is in the long run, in the future, I think, not necessarily putting Telegram out, but I think this would be a better alternative for the crypto space, keeping track of projects. And it's already stuff that you can share on your social feeds as well. So it just brings social media and crypto more together and allows people to see the things that they want to see instead of all the spam and all the bots and everything as well. One thing to note too, as far as like, for an example with this group and everything, being able to use the calendars and everything, planned events, it's not hard to keep up with because it posts onto the feeds, plus people can come into the group and see everything listed for those events right here. And then any comments or anything by the admin, by the staff, and then they can obviously check the chat and everything as well. And then also information about the group, and then any videos that are put out concerning that group. So instead of having to go search YouTube for a particular, let's just say everybody knows what Doge is, instead of having to look for the latest video on Doge, it can be associated with the project in the chat and under that group, and you can just go watch all the latest videos put out by Dogecoin, right? And then also any tasks. So like for all the shilling that you always say, oh, we need to go shill this, we need to go do that. All those tasks, if we, as a group owner, if you need people to do things to help you, then you can put the tasks of what need to be done. It's a great way to work with teammates too, if there's different tasks, because you can set who can see those tasks based on if they are a team member or if they are just a member of the group or if it is public. So I think that's a great feature to have for an official group like this. Any polls if you want more information or feedback from the community, any products that you guys are selling. I know a lot of crypto projects now are doing wearables and stuff and swag gear. This is a great way for them to be able to come in and purchase instead of having to send them to a different platform. That could be a scam link or whatever. Everything is right here for you guys, all under one group. Any files associated with it, any discussions that are going on. And also another big part is that classes, right? So if there is a learning curve to a platform and maybe somebody doesn't understand how BUSD reflections work and everything, you guys can upload a class onto the official group of whatever that Telegram group is and be able to have all that information in one place. And I think that's very key to keeping everything streamlined and mainstream for any group, is to be able to have all those functions in one place and not having to send them to a million different places and say, well, go look here. So I think it'll eliminate a lot of stuff in the crypto space that a lot of us don't like anyway. So let's go back to the home here. Geez, I already blew through almost 30 minutes here talking about nothing, right? All right. So I think what everybody's probably going to be the most excited about is this the point system, right? So as you can see, just on my profile alone and everything, and yes, as admin, I still get a few perks and everything. I get to earn points too. How do you make money being social on social media, right? So you get points for everything that you do on the site. So if you're following new content, if you're reacting to new content, if you post on somebody's wall, if you wish somebody a happy birthday, all those things are worth points. So the more social you are, the more points you earn. And with those points, you're able to exchange those for BST tokens. 100 points equals 1 USD worth of BST tokens. So let me be clear about that. 1 point from the point system is not equal to 1 BST, because the price of BST is hopefully going to be fluctuating way to the upside. So we're doing it based on USD. So it will be 1 point is worth 0.01, which is 1 penny of $1 US in equivalent to BST. to be able to cash out from the point system to BST, it will be a minimum of $10. And the reason for that is because it's pointless to do anything less than that because of the gas fees. And as you guys can see here, there is one removed item here. I did that on purpose so that you guys could see that when you do negative things on the site, so it's a true P to E, right? A true play to earn. So you're playing to be social. So anything that something negative happens, you remove something, somebody downvotes your content, you do lose points, but you can never lose more than -5 per thing, right? So, and I'll show you guys the list currently that is ever growing of what you can and cannot do to earn points. So currently I have it maxed out at 5 points per thing per day, right? So, and that will grow as the users grow, or maybe it'll have to decrease and everything, just depending on the volume. But as of right now, as you can see, follow new contact, you get 1 point. Wait, this is my thing still here. Let me go back here, guys. I clicked the wrong button here. One second. Did you notice, Torger, it hasn't crashed yet, buddy? I told you.
It's because you're running it straight from the server. That's why.
I'm not, buddy. I'm going to take a picture of my laptop.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding, man.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time, buddy. So here's how to earn points. Everything tells you everything. Pretty much every block has like a little information icon that you guys can click on, and it'll tell you all the different stuff. Below is a list of activities that you can do to earn points or lose points. The most active will take an honorific place on the leaderboard, and I'll show you guys that shortly if you haven't already seen it. But as you can, I'm not going to go through every single one of these because we'll be here for another half hour just on this. But as you can see, I have made it very lucrative for somebody to come onto the platform to earn points, right, and earn rewards for being social. Because what you're doing is not only are you able to earn money, but you're also helping the platform grow, right? And Facebook and all those have really taken advantage of us where we have become the product, right, instead of the user, and advertisers have become the customer. So all of our information now was all wrapped up and tailor-made for all these advertisers. And that leads me into my next point is we do not sell your information. Matter of fact, if you don't want to see any ads on our entire site whatsoever, you will never see any. And it will be 100% free still to use. You're not going to have to pay a subscription to use the platform. Here's where it gets lucrative for the people that do want to opt into the ads, okay? And I'll give you an example, and I'm going to use just simple numbers so everybody can follow along. Let's say that Coca-Cola comes to me and says, hey, David, we want to advertise. Here's $1,000 and we want to advertise on your site. I say, great. We're going to take $800 of that. We're going to put it into a pool, okay? So it's an 80-20 split. The users of the platform that are opted in get 80% of all total revenue from Coca-Cola if you're opted into Coca-Cola and you meet their guideline for opting in. And I'll explain that in a minute. The other 20% goes to BlockStar to be able to run, develop the company, and to continue to market the company so that we're not taken away from the BST token and having to ever sell tokens or pull BNB or any of that stuff. The platform runs on its own with its own revenue streams and source. So those other $800 are bought with the BSA token, which is the BlockStar advertising token. That is going to be our stable coin. So the advertisers aren't going to want to buy into BST and hold those tokens with the fluctuation going up and down, right? If they buy it low and then get in high, well, they're probably okay with that. But we're going to do it as a stable coin. So it doesn't do our users a lot of good to hold that token, right? So it's mainly used for our advertisers to be able to purchase those. But what we do is we take those BSA tokens, which are backed by real US dollars, and then we buy the BS token back for that pool. So that $800, right, that was purchased in BSA tokens is now exchanged for BST token, which is a $800 buy order on the BST contract. So again, raising the floor, that will be locked into the life of the campaign. Let's say it's a 30-day campaign that Coca-Cola pays for. And everyone, like I said, that opts into seeing ads from Coca-Cola. So let's say that Coca-Cola comes and says, David, we're going to spend that $1,000 and we only want to advertise to people in the United States that live in the state of Texas that are male and are aged 35 to 40. If you fit that criteria and you are opted into seeing ads from us, you will be part of that pool. And let's say that there's 8 people that are in that pool. Now, obviously, there's going to be more. I'm just using simple numbers. 8 people in that pool, that means everybody in that pool got a $100 bill, right? Well, not a $100 bill. Let me be specific. 800 USD or 100 USD worth of BST tokens, right? And then from that point, once you have them, you are able to do whatever you want with them. If you want to cash them out, if you want to keep them, save them for a rainy day, give them as an inheritance to your great-great-grandkids, we don't care. But that is how you will earn with the BST token and opting into ads. Same thing with games. If you're already on the platform, you're playing games, and we show you ads, and you're opted in, and you fit into one of those criterias. And I know I just mentioned Coca-Cola at $1,000, a simple number, but it is an $83 billion a year industry just in social media doing advertisements. So imagine Coca-Cola at $1,000, but imagine another 10,000 companies doing that, and then you fit into a big majority of those categories to be able to receive the opted-in pools that you're a part of. Now, that could be a pretty full-time income for some people, right? Depending on where you're at in the world, but it's only going to get bigger and better all the time because the more people and users that are using the platform, the more money they're earning, the more people that are on the platform, the more advertisers that are going to want to be advertising on our platform. And again, you're opting into being able to see these. We're never going to force you to look at them. If you don't want to earn money, you don't want to be part of that part of it, and you still want to use the platform, let's say you're not into crypto, maybe you just love social media and this is where all your friends and family are, this is a place for you too because you're not forced to do any of those things. So we try to keep it really simple, really straightforward. Again, I know there's been some suggestions on the designs. We have listened, and we are currently working on that as well. Let's see. I did have a few other things. Yeah, let's check out a profile. I'm going to have to mute my thing real quick because I know there's going to be sound playing here. That was one of our new implementations. If you guys do remember, the MySpace that was having the music here. So this is my own personal profile. Obviously, I can create my own playlist of music that I want people to see when they come in. If I'm just hanging out and I want some music to play, I can go click on my playlist, play it right from my mobile or to a Bluetooth speaker. Obviously, I'm doxxed, guys. I'm 100% KYC'd and audited. This is my location, so if you guys ever want to come find me, all you got to do is come to my profile and click right there. I can assure you that 99% of the other projects in crypto are not going to do that. As you can see, let's see. Oh, there I am. Here's some of my real photos. This is me throughout the years. Me at doing my best work, if you guys can see that. And that's my dog, Lily. So, again, I'm 100% transparent in everything. I've been in this space too long. Most people know me by name. I use all my real names on all of my socials and everything because I'm here for the long run. I'm not here for pump and dumps and scams. I'm actually trying to bring more legitimized projects to the space, and that has been my goal for the last several years and one of the reasons why I started this project. I could literally spend probably 4 more hours going over the entire site and all the different use cases and everything and how you guys can make money. But I implore you guys to come check everything out, go through all the different apps and everything. Bear with us over the next week as I implement the new designs and everything where you guys will be able to customize your own profile with different colors and stuff as well. You'll be able to move blocks around, which is different from any other platform that you've seen out there to date. One other big thing that I do want to tell you guys on the AMA is that the app is coming. I already mentioned that earlier. Within 30 days of launch, we're looking at about the first week, maybe second week in March. The app will be out. We will select some users from the platform to start using that to give us some feedback on that as well. And then it will be on the iOS and Android the Apple Store to be able to download and use from here on out, and you'll be able to do everything that you see on here. You'll be able to do directly from the app in a more user friendly interface. This is that leaderboard too. We're going to be giving away some prizes too for this leaderboard here. So the more social you are, the more points you earn. As you can see, it shows the top 4 people, but I can see a list all the way up to the top 10, top 20, top 50, or whatever. We're going to do some giveaways here at the very beginning for the first few months and everything, as people are coming on board and everything as well. So I'm going to turn it back over to you, Mark. That way I know you do have some questions. I know I'm kind of long-winded and went through a whole bunch of stuff here, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. That's what I'm here for. I want to be as transparent and not vague in any way. So I'm here to answer those questions for you guys.
Good stuff. Thank you, David. There's absolutely loads of information there, and it's almost overwhelming. I think me and you had a chat, David, yesterday about like your platform, your project, and there's so much to it. It's potentially overwhelming to new users that come onto the site and don't know exactly how to use it. So how do you plan on helping people navigate when they first get on the site?
Yeah, I appreciate the question, Mark. So I've been very meticulous about this. Anytime somebody new joins the platform, it will have a little helper guide as a menu that will walk you through setting up your profile and everything and getting you started, and then showing you how to check out the apps and do the basic functions of the site. And then also, the best part about having the groups and the videos and the little short videos and having the group where we can upload the learning curve is to be able to do all the screen recordings and walkthrough of actually showing people. So if you have a question, it'll be a little short video answering that question on how to create an organization, how to create an album, how to set up and hire me gig. So we'll do a whole bunch of little short videos helping to explain, because again, I know there is a learning curve, but again, if people remember MySpace and going to Facebook, everybody said, no, this is crazy. I don't even get it. I don't know how to do this. Everything has a learning curve. We are going to try our best over the next couple of weeks to make it more streamlined and make it more user-friendly so it's easier for the average person to use. But we will also have those frequently asked questions and those videos to show you exactly how to do it, not just you having to go through and read text trying to figure it out. We will do videos showing you exactly how to do those things.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, great. One of the things that really interested me about your project, excited me, was the fact that you're targeting both like people within the space, within the crypto space already, but trying to bring on board people from outside of the space with the educational intro videos that you've got going on. So that's really good. But and also, you spoke about the point system and people actually being able to earn from the platform, and you touched on the advertising aspect as well. If you're going on Instagram, things like that, obviously you're just being bombarded with adverts, whereas what you're explaining is that you will actually be paid for having to watch those adverts, which is a massive selling point for people wanting to come on board. Just specifically on the point system, how will you stop spamming? How will people stop people just randomly liking, sharing, that type of stuff?
That is why we have it limited to only 5 points per action per 24 hours, right? So if I'm going to go on and start liking different posts that people make, I only get points for the first 5 of those I do. Anything over that, you do not get points for that 24 hours. So the max that you can earn in one day, I think currently is around $7.80. If you did every single function, that would also be you adding a new product to the market. That would be you creating an ad. That would be you creating a job on the gig function, and also paying someone to do a job, right? So we try to incorporate it and limit numbers and everything to where people can make money for being social and just doing their everyday activity and routines. It discourages people from being spam and just trying to rack up as many points as possible. We have to put some kind of stopgap in place. And I think that's going to take care of that, doing it with the 5. If it becomes an issue, we'll look at it and everything and look at those accounts.
Okay, yeah, sure. And I'm just looking at it from an advertiser's point of view. I know that within the blockchain space, everything's decentralized. So how are advertisers going to be able to target their campaigns effectively?
So there will actually be a decentralized form for them to fill out. In the example of the Coca-Cola, they would come in, they would put their requirements. Like I said, United States, state of Texas, men, women, age 35 to 40. So there'll be different options from them to select from, and then they will put in their budget and everything, and then it will show them exactly what they're getting, how many advertisers. Because it'd be the CPM, if you guys are familiar, it'd be cost per million. It's not cost per click, it's cost per million. So it's basically based off of how many views on that particular thing. We're saying, okay, 250,000 views will be $1,000, right? So once that budget is gone, then it's done, it's over with, and that pool goes away, and then all those tokens are dispersed automatically. So as far as the centralization of it, if something happened to me tomorrow, this platform continues to run without any interference from anybody else because it's built on nodes and it's built on the server, but the nodes are what keep it going, right? So if something happened and I lost electricity in my server room, as long as one node was still up somewhere in the world, and that's something else that I'll touch on at a later date and everything, we did do a private set of nodes, right, that secure the network and everything, and they earn not off of the BST token, they earn off of part of that 20% that goes back to BlockStar, and we will release another set of those nodes in the future as well. But as far as the core of it and everything is decentralized. So advertisers that come on the site will be able to do it all in a decentralized way, pay for everything using a credit card, buying the BSA token, or in the beginning we'll probably start out letting them pay with USD as well. I hope that answered that.
Yes, it did. Yeah. So obviously, in order for advertisers to want to spend their money, they're going to want a big user base. So with, when we're looking at Instagram and TikTok, who've got millions, billions of users and stuff, the challenge is getting those users on board, isn't it? So I'd just like to understand how you plan to target getting users on board. Like, who are you going to target? Is it the crypto space, outside of crypto? And how is that going to grow?
Sure. Yeah, thanks for the question. Oh, a little bit of feedback. There it goes. Okay. So we have a pretty large marketing budget considering what most projects have, right? So we are targeting the crypto market and everything. I mean, I'm a huge crypto enthusiast. I'm trying to bring more awareness to the space and more legitimate projects, as I've said in the past. So we really do want it. I mean, this is tailor-made for crypto people, right? Because they're already on social media, but now they don't have to go to Twitter and they don't have to go to all these places and check all the different socials, go try to find the newest ICO or IDO on ICO drops, and not having to check coin market cap every 5 minutes and be able to see a chart. They can do it all from one place. So we really are targeting those. And like I said, it's tailor-made for the crypto enthusiasts and everything, or even people that want to learn the space to come on and do everything they normally do in social media. And yes, it is a huge challenge to bring and get mass adoption. So what we want to focus on is the crypto community. But I can remember when MySpace was only sending out emails, right, and letting you invite people that were part of the college crowd, right, if you had a school email address, right? And same thing on MySpace and everything. It's getting to that initial 250K and then to the 400K and to the 1 million. Once you get to 1 million, it really becomes a domino effect after that, because if you're there, all your friends are there, you're going to want to be there too. So we're going to spend a lot of money on really focusing on getting the users. And I know a lot of people in the crypto space may not like to hear that because, you need to do shills and you need to go get this influence and all. We have a ton of influencers and everything that I've already been working with that we're going to be bringing their user base to our platform as soon as the app gets launched, right? And we're going to do a big publicity stunt around that. But we're not going to spend the money just on getting Dr. Dre to reach out and sit there and say, hey, I like this token. You guys should support it, right? We're not going to be doing a whole bunch of TikTok stuff with a bunch of girls jumping up and down. We did a few of those little promotional videos and stuff, but that is not our main goal. Our main goal is to get the users. And the way to get the users is to educate and to put out the information and give people a reason to come. And it is an uphill battle, but I think it's one that we're ready for. I think we have the platform for it. And I think we have a great outlet for people that are in crypto. If you're not in crypto, you're already social. If you're tired of Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all those guys selling all your information, they're getting hacked all the time. When's the last time Facebook was down? I had a cool little meme up when everything said rest in peace Facebook, and all of them were sitting there around the graveside and everything. But that's the thing. We're here to stay. We're not going anywhere. We have a 5-year plan to onboard. Hopefully this year, we're looking over this year to onboard 1 million users. I think that's very much achievable. I've already worked out all the numbers, and I'll be happy to share that formula with anybody that's interested. Once we're done with the AMA and everything, I'll put out a little white paper and everything that shows all of those and how we're going to get to that 1 million subscribers.
So 1 million subscribers by the end of 2022, is that right?
That is correct. 1 million subscribers.
Nice, I like that ambition. So looking at your timeline, then obviously you've mentioned about this million figure. You've mentioned that the app is going to launch in March, and there's going to be a wallet attached to that. What's the rest of your timeline looking at? So let's look from launch onwards.
Yep. So our timeline has changed a little bit over the last month and everything. I had a clear roadmap and everything of where we're at, where we're going and everything. Well, we've already met so many of those goals and everything, and I implemented some of those things early. We're actually a year probably out in development and everything of stuff that I have to introduce that the development's already done. You guys will never have to be waiting on the next biggest thing that's going to be happening to the platform because they're already ready. They're being critiqued and everything. Again, we didn't want to overwhelm everybody with putting it all on one platform as it was. As you can see, some of it's already overwhelming as well, but we hope it's not too bad where people are discouraged from using the platform. If it is, then we'll look at that. But as far as the roadmap and everything, we have several new things that are super exciting. We have some big partnerships that I'm going to be putting down on paper and everything so you guys can see those. Like I mentioned, one of the projects that I was an advisor on was Ethereum push notifications. Actually working with them, actually doing some of the notification and pulling some of their technology into our platform as well for notifications on your crypto and everything. So if you want to set stop loss and everything, we're going to implement some of that technology into the platform so you can set reminders for the next AMAs. You can set reminders if a price drops below a certain point, and all that will be in there. So there's some really large partnerships. Another one of the projects, like I said, the cool thing about being in this space for so long and knowing so many people and knowing so many of the different projects and everything is I'm able to pull experience from different places and be able to partner because I already have those relationships as well on the back end, not necessarily on the user end, but on the back end with different developers and different guys like that too. So we're going to announce some big partnerships over the next 6 months. Like I said, development's already done. We're not looking to raise money to build out the project, right? So we've already spent the money. We built the project. We're not coming out and saying, hey, invest in us and everything. We're going to take half the money and put it in liquidity. The other half we're going to turn around and we're going to develop out all these utilities, right? We started 3 years ago and built this project out and everything. We're not promising to build it. We already built it. The platform is here. All we're going to do is make it better every single day. So to get to the rest of the 1 million people, like I said, we're going to do some TV ads and everything once the app is here. We really want the app here to start those TV ads, at least here in the U.S. and everything. If everybody remembers back, nobody heard of TikTok a few years ago. They spent millions of dollars on TV ads and all that stuff. I am fortunate enough, I know some people in television and everything that do these advertisings, that do them, and I'm able to get great deals. I obviously don't have millions of dollars that I'm willing to put up to go spend on the TV ads, but we're also going to do a lot of ads, even on some of the other social platforms. Facebook has a presence on Twitter, and Twitter has a presence on Facebook. We're going to do some Facebook ads. We're going to do some Twitter ads. We're going to do all those things to help bring more people and awareness to what BlockStar is. and what everything's about and the difference between us, because we're taking the best parts that you love about social media and getting rid of the rest of the bullshit and giving you a way to actually make money off of your information and by watching ads and doing everything that you're already doing. So it's a no-brainer. We're going to put out the right information and everything. We're going to do the advertisement and direct target people that are looking for a place to come to, that they're not going to get censored. They're not going to get shut down every time you breathe wrong on TikTok or Facebook or somebody doesn't like your content. We are not the arbiters of truth. We're not here to tell you what you can and cannot post. All we are here to do is, as long as you're not posting anything illegal, you're not doing any bullying and everything, we're going to let you have your voice and say whatever you want to say. And I think that's going to be a big turn on for a lot of people in the crypto space and also in the mainstream. And I think the mainstream adoption is going to come a lot faster than what we realize. And like I said, our main focus right now is the crypto community, but I think it's going to be very easy to get new members to crypto to come on board here first, because they're able to learn the space. They're able to earn cryptocurrency for the first time free by doing what they're already doing. So I don't think it's a hard process to get us to that million subscriber base. I know that's a very long-winded answer. I'm not one of those people just to sit there and give short and sweet answers. Sorry, buddy.
No, I like the enthusiasm. It sounds like you've obviously got a solid plan in place, ready for launch and stuff, which is really good. You're not just focusing on some pre-launch hype, which I wouldn't expect from you anyway. So that's really good news. I'm conscious of time, so in terms of pre-sale, I understand. Well, do you want to talk us through the pre-sale structure?
Yeah, I think a lot of people misinterpreted when I said join our pre-sale, the ICO, and everything. I said it to in progress for a reason. That was more of a strategic thing. While I was trying to set it to whitelist, as soon as I uploaded it and went to go set it to whitelist, 4 people had already joined. Right, that was never the point. They spent like 1 BNB, and then I had it to where the whitelist only, and I had put 0 whitelists into that contract, right, on Pink Cell. So anybody that sees 1 BNB says, well, it hasn't done anything in all these days. It was not intended for those 4 people to get in. It's too late now. Those 4 people got in. It was 1 BNB. It was no big deal. You can only get in at the current moment at whitelist. I have added 0 whitelist. I will be adding the first whitelist when this AMA is over. So if you guys do want a whitelist spot, I'm going to do 1 block of 50 to start with. We'll see where we're at. And then I have several AMAs planned every single day until the pre-sale ends. If we fill it before that, I will continue to do the AMAs, but then the sale will be ended, and we will go ahead and launch within 24 hours of that being filled. I know a lot of people have had a concern about the max being 10 BNB and the minimum being 0.01. I wanted it to be enough where people would have a skin in the game. I will tell you that anybody that does invest in the ICO and they do not sell 1 single token for the first 2 weeks of the project, I will have all of those addresses that bought during the pre-sale, and they will get a airdrop. I'm not going to say the amount. I'm going to leave it as a surprise, but I think people would be very excited if they held. If the people that did not hold for those 2 weeks and gave the project a chance to really get going and get some great momentum, I think will be crying when they find out what everybody else got. So I'll leave it at that part of it. But the whitelist spots, as soon as this is over, if you guys want to send me the whitelist email or whitelist addresses, or send them to Mark or whoever else in the Legit Crypto Lounge that wants to help collect those, are happy to. I will get all those put in. I am giving almost unlimited access to Legit Crypto Lounge just because I'm a big part of this community and everything. I like what they're doing here. I've got to know a lot of the guys in here. Obviously, my community, there are several in there that I already have, but for the most part, I'm going to give everybody that wants one that's in the AMA today a whitelist spot if you want it. After that, and once we start the next AMA, there is no guarantee on whitelist spots. There will not be, well, David, can I get one? I forgot. No, if you want one, tell us today, because once I get to that next AMA and after I put in the first set of them, there will be no do-overs, right?
You've been warned, everybody. So anybody that wants a whitelist spot, if you send your wallet address to either David or myself, if you send them to myself, obviously I'll just forward them on a batch to David so that he can have them in one go for you. in terms of the actual pre-sale is what's the soft cap, hard cap, and LP that's going in?
I can send the wallet right now to David.
Yeah, you don't have to ask us in the wallet. Just go ahead and send it. As far as the hard cap and soft cap, we set it at a reasonable 250 for the soft cap and 5 hard cap. The reason we did that is again because hey, can you do me a favor? Mute your mic. Like I said, we don't need the money to build the platform. We already spent the money to build the platform. So 55% of the liquidity is going to go straight to PCS. Okay, and that'll be locked. I think I put on there for 9 days, and it'll be locked 30 days every single month after that, right? If you guys are more comfortable with me locking it for a year, that's fine too. The reason I normally don't lock liquidity in projects for an entire year, I'll give you an example, is because let's say that something needs to change or whatever, you have to wait a whole year to be able to do those implementations. And I'm willing to do that if that's what the community is happy with, because without buying from the entire community, I don't have a platform. I don't need a platform for me, my friends, and family just to hang out on, right? I need you guys to buy into the project and the concept of what we're trying to build. So the other 45% will go into the liquidity for the BlockStar platform, right? So it will create the liquidity for when the app comes out and the platform starts trading. So 100% of all funds raised for that 500 are going to be in liquidity one way or the other, and those will be locked on the BlockStar. So 55% will go directly to PCS to get us going. The other 45% will be locked on BlockStar, and there will be a trackable wallet and way to see that right on BlockStar as well.
Perfect. Thanks, David. Right, okay, I think it would be great at this stage to get some feedback or questions from anybody within the community. So if anybody's got any questions, just feel free to ask away now. If you've got any feedback for David on the website, on the platform, how it looks, how it works, that'd be great. And if anybody's shy, feel free to type in anything into the group as well, and I'll have a quick look at that now.
See what happens when you're long-winded, get those really long answers and everything. You try to address everything, so nobody has questions, right?
That may be the case. Like we said before, I know people within the community have already given you feedback personally, haven't they, David? So potentially we've covered everything. Let's have a quick look.
Yeah, I have. And I appreciate all the feedback that I've got from everybody within my community and from the Legit Crypto Lounge community and everything. You guys have been awesome, giving some really great feedback, and even help mold the way of some of the new stuff that we're going to be doing on BlockStar. So I really appreciate your community and my own community and everything for putting out those suggestions and everything, and everybody that's messaged me. And I will tell you guys, I'm building a social platform and everything. I will not be one of the developers and the creators and everything that you have to go through somebody else to get to. Anytime you guys have questions, I am always available, and I always get back to everybody within 24 hours. And I will do that as long as humanly possible, right? Especially in the crypto space, and especially to the guys that are here from the very beginning. I will always be available to you guys, no matter how big the platform gets. If we get to 1 million users, 5 million, 10 millions, and eventually on up to 1 billion users. I will always be here. I'll always be active on the platform. I will always try to be active. And, you know, these groups like this, I'm hoping that one day that there won't be any Telegram group called Legit Crypto Lounge, and it'll be a BlockStar group called Legit Crypto Lounge, and I'll just see you guys all on the platform anyway. But I'm looking forward to getting to know a lot of you guys. Like I said, most of you guys I know, or you guys know me. You've been on the platform. I do encourage everybody to go sign up for the platform. Try it out. You got nothing to lose, everything to gain, because you're starting to earn rewards just by signing up. Just for signing up, I think I set it to where it gives you guys 25 points, right? So that's 25 cents just for signing up, plus everything that you do from then on out. You're earning points as well that, again, you can exchange for BST token, which and then you can either save for the grandkids or you can cash out as well once that goes live after the pre-sale. So I appreciate you guys for having me. And like I said, if nobody has any questions, but you guys have some questions later tomorrow or the next day and everything, The only question I will not answer is, can I still get a white lift after today and after I do the next AMA? That is the one question I will not respond to. I am giving you warning now, but any other questions, feel free to ask anytime, and I'm always available to you guys. So jump on there. You're automatically going to be my friend because I'm vain like that. If you join the site, you have to be my friend, and so it automatically will give you one friend, and that is me. So jump on, say hi, send me a message, and I'll always respond to you within 24 hours.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, David. Appreciate you coming along to talk us through BlockStar. And I just want to say personally, thanks for being great within our community, helping with all the new starters, with all your advice and experience and stuff. So thank you for that. And good luck with pre-sale and good luck with the launch of BlockStar.
Thank you, Mark.